Um, my prediction was 2-1 to Man United. That was my prediction. Arsenal fans, aka Arsenal fans, I think you guys need to relax, and I think you guys need to have a little bit of dose of humble pie, because you need to really eat and digest a lot of humble pie, because the way in which you guys are moving is wild. Because there's such a thing as be humble. Please, please be humble. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's what he is. Ronaldo, he's my goat, and he proved why you shouldn't have snubbed him. Aubameyang is now officially a Class B. Let's get it. So I've got friends, countrymen here. I've got your boy YSK here and Red Devil Studio here, obviously, showing. Do you know? I actually find this actually quite scary. I find that actually, basically, that looks like a Lord of the Rings character, bro. Seriously, that looks like a Game of Thrones Lord of the Rings character. That's quite wild. But obviously, I don't share their sentiments of him being the ghost. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So let me just give my thoughts on this whole thing, and then I will then obviously give it to our dear friends. So look, here's the thing. Here is, I think Carrick should be given the job. Oh, actually, no, I'm joking. No, of course, he should give the job. But let's start first with Carrick and say that the guy has done an amazing job. He's done a very good job. A guy who has zero experience. You almost beat Chelsea. Probably should have beaten Chelsea. A very good victory against Villarreal, a goal down, and a really good comeback win against Arsenal. So, yeah, fortuitous, you got the penalties and so forth, but it is what it is. So, I think that Carrick can hold his head high and be like, you know what, cool. And here's the thing. It is a joke when I say, oh, the job should have been given to Michael Carrick and so forth, because it's like, this is almost exactly what Ole did. And I think what Ole did was even greater, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer somehow beats PSG in Paris. And I think that was the worst thing that could happen to United was, bro, how did you beat PSG in Paris, in the Parc des Princes, with Mbappe in Paris? How the hell did that happen? But and that's why he got the job. So as good as Carrick has done, look, you have to move on. But it'll be funny though. It would be funny if Ralph comes in and they start losing. That would be funny. The guys are like, wait a minute, maybe we should have kept this whole Carrick thing. But look, I felt that it was a pretty evenish game. And when a game like this is so even, it comes down to key moments. It comes down to key moments. Cristiano, you know that the guy is super decisive. Bruno obviously getting his goal back. But this comes to our decisive moments here. And I think when you look at a guy like a Cristiano, you know that you give him a position. Forget about the penalty, look, because the guy's great at penalties. But you give him a chance, he's going to be in the right place and he's going to put that ball away. Because when it was sort of I think what's it called 3-1. I thought, okay, look, it's over. So when it was 2-1, I thought it was over. Then 2-2, damn, and then 3-2. You look at Aubameyang, and it's almost the difference between like an Aubameyang and like a Cristiano. Cristiano in that position, that ball is entering that net. In that position, that ball is that net. And I think that for Aubameyang, as captain of your side, almost similar to Maguire, as captain of your side, you have greatly let your team down. I mean, 100%. Like as captain of your side, that is, and I mean that's basically, it's unacceptable. I'm sorry, it is simply unacceptable to miss a point blank chance like that. And I just think overall, United, I think they were the better team overall, because even when they were defending the 3-2 lead, you never really felt like Arsenal would score. Like once Aubameyang missed that opportunity, you never really felt that Arsenal were going to get back into the game. And look, man, it's like people are so simple now, and I'm sure we can see the things here. I know what Cristiano is. This is what he does. He is one of the great goal scorers we've ever seen. He's a trash footballer. He's awful. He's an awful football player. But in terms of delivering and putting the ball, because bro, I think there was one time in the first where he tried like a step over and the ball went out. I was like, Cristiano, don't. You're not 24 anymore. You're not 21 anymore. You are 36 going on to 30, 37 years old. Focus on just your movements, off the ball movements, and putting the ball in the net. Limit your game. Limit your game to just being a sharpshooter, because in terms of being a sharpshooter and just a definitive goal scorer, he's one of the best. He is one of the best. There are very few guys I'd want to give a chance to other than Cristiano, and I think you just saw the difference. I say to myself, first of all, it was an easy opportunity for Aubameyang. And Aubameyang, you deserve Class B British for that trash, horrendous miss. But if that chance fell to Cristiano, that ball is in. That ball is in. And lastly, before I come over to YSK, man, it's like, because YSK sent me a vid on TikTok about Arsenal fans pretty much saying that, okay, Ralph is becoming manager, but they'll be facing United with Carrick still in charge. Arsenal fans, based on the depths of hell you've come from, based on the bottomless pits you've been dragged upon, the abuse, the embarrassment, and disgrace that you've achieved, that you've received, you would think just for one moment, be humble. As the great Kendrick Jeremiah Lamar would say, be humble. Be humble. Humble yourselves. Humble yourselves. But no, because you've been on a good run of games, you think, oh, we can do something. And the fact that you got slapped up by Liverpool, completely deconstructed and deconstrued, and you got fully examined. You got surgically examined by Liverpool. You're not thinking, oh, Carrick is in charge. And I said this beforehand, that new manager bounce. They looked good against Villarreal. They looked good and very solid against Chelsea. I don't buy that Arsenal are now Arsenal. They look good. They look a little better, but I don't buy that Arsenal are any guys. That I just felt that no, because my scoreline was 2-1 to United. So with this loss right now and this L that they've taken from a manager who you thought was just a northerner from the road, well, and I know Arsenal fans, they'll never listen. Will Arsenal fans now sort of humble yourselves and realize that, you know what? Even with a rookie manager, we are still not on the level of a Man United. Even with all the issues that United have been through, a rookie manager, literally who was selling fruits about a few weeks ago, can come into the job with no experience and still put out a team that can deliver what I think was a convincing victory over this, a 6, 7, 8 year plan? So it is what it is, because I say Arteta is not really the right man for the job, man. But look, man, YSK, man, talk to me, bro. Talk to me about the man, the myth, the legend, the incredible Christina, man. YSK. All right, I don't know what I was going to say. Red Devil, talk to me. Talk to me about Cristiano, man.
Well, like I said, first of all, thanks HH for the jinx. It really helps when you post you build up. No. It's I think I remember now. You put a video tweet about I think Ronaldo, the Messi thing or something like that. So anytime there's a negativity around Ronaldo kind of delivers, So it's almost like Ronaldo's responding to you personally, HH, as opposed to. So please, especially when we play in the Champions League, please continue to criticize him. Certain men have to score goals as opposed to certain 100 million man who don't score goals. Anyway, let me focus on the game here. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. First and foremost, let's start with the obvious thing. It was a goal. That first goal, it was a goal. It was. Yeah, Atkinson was a brick. I think for the whole game. Yes. We had a good game. I do think that this kind of potentially sets a precedent because the goal stood because he didn't blow the whistle. So I agree, that's fine.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say though is that it kind of does maybe send a small precedent where if a player goes down for whatever injury, head injury, hamstring, whatever, through no fault of their own, and the referee doesn't see it, then maybe some players might think, oh, actually, that didn't happen. We'll just continue playing and doing whatever.
What I would say is that it's all come down to the referee. The referee, your job is you have to always be aware of any incidents happening. Especially now with head injuries, you always have to be aware that is there anything happening? And as soon as that happens, you blow the whistle immediately.
That was my argument because, if for example this was a head injury, but the referee didn't see it, if that same thing happened, the goal would have still stood by the rules. Yeah, but obviously it's a head injury. So I'm saying, so it's at the end of the day, it is what it is. It was a weird goal. According to law, it should have happened, but like it's not like, oh my goodness, Arsenal deserved to score that goal from whatever. Like it just was a circumstantial goal.
Yeah.
So that's fine. But then I think after that goal, really, I don't think Arsenal really went on to sort of because they pressed us quite a bit earlier on, but they didn't really go on and seize that. I think they almost reverted to kind of hold back or hold on to the lead.
Do you know why that was? Arsenal were playing with 10 men. They had a man down.
Are you talking about Aubameyang here?
Yeah.
Okay. Before I'll make a quick point on Aubameyang before we move on to the game.
No. Because we're gonna.
Oh, we'll even. Okay, we'll go. Yeah. Okay. So just on the game. Obviously, Fred he's trod on the ankle and he didn't start particularly great. But man took out his Brazilian passport and decided to do some funky back flick to Bruno, and to get an equaliser. And to be fair, after that, Fred actually pushed on, I've always said
Fred was probably man of the match.
Yeah, I've always said to people, like, the reason why a lot of people criticize Fred is because they criticize him based on the fact that they wanted him to be a number 6. He's not a number 6. You know, he plays, so he's not a number 6 for Brazil. He's not a number 6, he wasn't a number 6 for Shakhtar. So in that position, playing further up, winning the ball back, going into the box, he was directly responsible for at least 2 of those goals. And the same thing against Chelsea and Villarreal. Him winning the ball back, passing forward, and pressing. So Fred had a good game, and that contributes to the second goal that Ronaldo obviously scored. The second goal we conceded, I don't understand what McTominay gives to this team. It's him and Fred, but if Fred is the one that's pressing, McTominay has to cover, and McTominay just goes forward, but he doesn't do what Fred does. So it's like, I don't know what you're doing. You're just a passenger. You're doing nothing. So obviously Odegaard's got space as an equaliser, but then, you know, we know what happened with the third goal. I've got no idea how Martin Atkinson didn't see that was a penalty. He literally scissor kicks him.
Because it was so blatant. My only explanation is he's behind Fred and Odegaard, and if you just look at it from his vision, he obviously doesn't see. He probably thinks that once the ball moves away, that is Odegaard making the challenge.
But then what about the linesman, though? Because surely the linesman along the side then can see that.
No, he should. No. I'm just trying to come from Atkinson's point of view of how he now has to do. Because remember, we had it from a totally different view. He had it from behind Odegaard. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe Odegaard won the ball. So basically, put it this way: if there's no VAR, that's not a penalty.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Even if he doesn't see it, the linesman on the side should be able to see that. So the fact that it was VAR that had to be like, okay, we need to sort of like do it. Like, I take your point. It's just that the linesman along that side, it would be obviously going on that side that you can clearly see Odegaard from the side, clamping them. But anyway, it was Ronaldo takes over G, scores the penalty, 3-2. We see out the game. Carrick, fair play to Carrick, bro. I mean, let's be real. If Wan-Bissaka doesn't make that individual mistake, he might have got 3 for 3. Who knows?
He might have done it. Because I told you, like, this is what I even said about the Chelsea game. If Chelsea don't get the penalty, United win that game. Chelsea were not going to score.
No,
Chelsea were not scoring. Basically, Chelsea weren't scoring from open play in that game.
No,
so
I don't think that was so fair. So for a caretaker, for what he did for 3 games, to be fair, he did what he could do at the end of the day. So. But at the end of the day, I think most United fans are happy that, like, in a better position. Rangnick's obviously coming in. And I think that's obviously going to be the big thing. What teams you're going to pick? What's his selection against Crystal Palace? And take things from there. But overall, thankfully, we got the win. Simple as that.
Well, actually, wait, before I come to Wise Cable, let me just take some of these dubes because I want to talk to Aubameyang. From your boy Nas A says, let me roll this. Who says, as a Ronaldo fan, that Instagram comment was weird and annoying, but he's still my goat. #factos. Look, it was weird, but look, my thing is that Cristiano would not say, hey, who scored 2 goals and the winning goal? So I was justified. So, which is weird, but as I was saying, factos, man, factos. Your boy Miguel Rabines says, if I'm being brutally honest, Obama's career has been underwhelming. No, don't say that. We'll get to Aubameyang, but Aubameyang at Dortmund and first season for Arsenal was superb. At one point, I said that he's top 5 most clinical finishers at the time, which was maybe Because remember, I think his last season at Bundesliga, he was top scorer ahead of Lewandowski, and that was with Dortmund. And then I think he finished joint top scorer one season with 22 goals for Arsenal. So I really believe, and someone tweeted this to me. He signed that contract and he declined, which I think is highly unprofessional. How can you now be promised a lot of money and now start to decline once you now have your mansion on your island? But yeah, I wouldn't say because see, an underwhelming career is Neymar. That's an underwhelming career. Balotelli, that's an underwhelming career. Mario Götze, that's an underwhelming career, where so much was promised of you and you didn't deliver. So it is what it is. I mean, look, if you finish top scorer in a league, that's going to be underwhelming. Miguel Rabinez again. I'll ask again, did Chelsea really lose that transfer merry-go-round in 2018? All Aubameyang has to show is FA Cup and Community Shield, while Giroud helped us win the UCL. No, look, with the way Aubameyang moving now, he's moving wild, man. And look, as opposed at Chelsea, maybe Chelsea won that merry-go-round because it seemed as if they lost out. But when I look in the long run, Giroud, he's a great striker. At least he helps with Chelsea. Bro, guys, Aubameyang right now, man, it ain't good, bro. Daniel Henkel, man, Carrick's record, 2 wins, 1 draw. Carrick over Pep. Daniel, then keep him. Daniel, ask Glazers for him to sign the thing, man. Tell him to sign the thing. Alex B says, Ronaldo, Salah, and Benzema balling while LM7 spectating. Do you know? I want to come to you guys also because we're going to talk about this on Saturday. I have never seen so much anger after Ballon d'Or than this. Never in my life. I've never seen so much anger than this. Because Twitter is going to go crazy.
Respect knees. Respect knees. That's what I'm saying. Respect knees.
They're called nice. Nice,
guys.
Wait. Do you remember Nice Biscuits?
Yeah.
With the sugar stuff on the
yes.
Man, in school, bro, those were my favorites at school.
Well, that's culture right there.
You can't score against a bunch of biscuits from the 90s. Wait, your boy AB the Star says the Tavares dude and Aubameyang are scholars. No, Tavares, I've inducted Tavares. No, Tavares is under review. I have bumped because it's funny. I thought Aubameyang was under review. I checked the Brick Academy and he was actually Class C. So Aubameyang has been bumped up to Class B. Tavares have put him under review. Paul Kickling says Partey is a more worse signing than Pepe. Oba was trash. Else Sideways was trash. Sorry, El Sideways was trash. Tierney should have started. Aston would have won this, but selection mistakes from Teta. Even if different selection was being made, I still don't think Arsenal will win this game. Although I think Arteta has a very big call to make with regards to benching Aubameyang, because again, football should be a meritocracy. Even if you're captain, doesn't mean you have to play. Maguire should be benched for Baye. Aubameyang should be benched for sand, dust, and spice. Wiseky, talk to me, man, about United, man, about your boy Ronaldo, man.
He's not my boy, nor is he my goat. But there are traditions on this channel now.
Don't. Wiseky, please don't.
No.
Wiseky, please. I'm begging you.
No, the beautiful thing about tradition is it's okay.
Wiseky, I'm your pro club member. I'm begging you.
No, I know. It's okay. By the way, I got my new controller. I got my new controller. It's 50 G's max now. It's 50 G's max. Anyways, so today, guys, the streets, a Finnish footballer who can no longer dribble. He dribbles balls out of play. He scammed his way to 6th place in the Ballon d'Or list. And he's only known for scoring penalties. Scored 2 Gs today. So HH, do you know what that means?
I told you, please don't.
Now I believe the same guy who's trash at football also got the winning goal today. Coincidentally, HH, I know how much of a winning merchant you are. winning goal merchant. Do you know what that means?
Don't do it.
Now, coincidentally, I don't know. All of these things are coming at once. I can't quite comprehend this, but he also managed to bag not only his 800th goal of his career today, but his 801st goal of his career as well. And HH, that calls for celebration also. So, do you know what that means?
Don't do it.
Now, he's a waste of space footballer. I already said it. I'm actually sweating because I said 50 max, and he's already on like I don't know how much he's on. I think he's on 10 goals or 11. And I'm I'm sweating.
Wait, is that 10 in all comps or 10 in the Prem?
No, in
all competitions, wasn't it?
Yeah, 15 in all competitions. I'm now sweating because he's gonna I don't know. It's a long season. It's a long season. Arsenal fans. Now, I wanna start there because
these guys are like, don't you learn?
Yeah. See, I kept quiet because they were talking so much, you know, and I sent this thing from the Arsenal was it AFTV's official TikTok page. Robbie's actually on there. Robbie is the main part of that whole stick. And they were saying about how Rangnick's appointed as the manager, but it's Carrick. It's Carrick taking in charge, you know, suggesting that they'll get an easy dub basically. And I've actually got a receipt. I hope Hasi Momo is in the chat somewhere. I want him there because I want him to see.
Oh yeah, he needs to be.
Yeah, he needs to be there because I want to have a discussion with him. So Arsenal fans, what I'm getting now is United. Well done. Good job on the game.
No.
Why so humble?
Because
why so humble?
I remember what
Hasi Momo
said. Hasi Momo said that. Oh my gosh, if we beat United, we're gonna be. It's like, do you know what it is? That Arsenal have been so irrelevant as a football club for so long. The slightest hint of being relevant, they start going crazy. Like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Humble yourselves. Like humble yourselves. Give me a season of saying what's up. Like, you can't just beat a bunch of average teams and I'm like, oh, we're now back. No. Please come back onto it.
AJ, load it up, man. Load it up.
HH will show you how to beat these bums. Hearty Momo.
I have no comments, Red Devil. I personally don't have any comments towards that.
Nah, bro.
Anyways,
go on.
Yeah, it is what it is. We're playing football right now with double agents everywhere. Maguire is I swear to God, man, you might as well just give them a goal at the start of the game. The guy is a weirdo.
Because bro, Waske, on another day, that's a penalty on Tomiyasu.
Yeah.
On another day.
He's reckless. I don't this now, shout out to Queen Lizzie, man, but this is a different level of white privilege. This is different. Because how do you Bailly actually has these Bailly is reckless, but at least I can tolerate Bailly over Maguire because Maguire just seems like he's gonna give a goal away any moment. Like it's really, and the fact that he's our captain is also like mind-boggling. I don't understand why. Tellez's defensive frailties were shown today, in abundance because Martinelli was smoking him the whole game. De Gea had another good game. Bruno, I think that's 15 games he went out without scoring, so he's
that's crazy.
Hopefully he can start doing something. Rashford just looks off. I don't know. Well, he just looks off.
But do you know what? My theory on Lingard, do you think ever since he rejected that contract, United have just been doing him dirty? And because there is no reason why Lingard shouldn't be given a lot more minutes than Rashford and a lot of other guys.
Well, I think essentially,
absolutely,
because of all the guys that we have up front, he was always going to have to take a backstage role, and then sort of just deal with the cup games and stuff like that. So I still think he should have gone to West Ham. I think there was a place there for him, and he was on form. And he played his best football last season there, and that's the reason why we decided to keep him. But yeah, so listen, it's a. I'm not getting carried away with this stuff, man. It's Arsenal. I don't care. Like it's Arsenal, and so we just move. And Carrick, shout out to Carrick, man. He stepped down. He's officially stepped down as the interim, and he's left. He's left the club as well. So
actually, do you think that Carrick is actually going to now properly, really seriously pursue management and so forth? Oh man, three games. Maybe. This thing ain't that hard, bro. This thing ain't that hard.
Hopefully, he doesn't take the route of Oli or Lampard. Hopefully, he starts off, nice and easy. And Gerrard, yeah.
Gerrard.
Go Gerrard's route, and we'll see what happens with him. But now Ralph is going to come in and do his thing, man. It's so typical of Cristiano to put guys in this sort of position, because I don't. Maybe Ralph wasn't even thinking of Cristiano in this way. But now you look at this. How do you not implement him in your system, right?
Oh, no.
Because the whole thing is,
even if Cristiano puts down like a disaster class, I think everyone is, because the Glazers say, "Oh no, cool, you start Cristiano." Because the Glazers are like, this is one of our number one assets. So if you're coming in, Cristiano has to play, unless there's a really good reason why he doesn't have to play. Cristiano has to play. So I think any manager that was coming in knows that it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's this club's biggest assets. The Glazers love him. I think if you ask the Glazers, I think the Glazers only know the name of one player, and that's Cristiano. I don't think the Glazers know who else plays for United. So if your employer is saying that, bro, this is our guy, this is our number one assets, you're like, yeah, okay. I know now I now have to have a plan to implement Homeboy.
Listen, man, I feel like Fred is going to be a key component of Ralph's system. Because even though he's a lunatic, and like you have Ralph's pressing, and then you have Fred just running at you. So if Ralph can coach him to do that, because Fred's not a 6, he's a cam. That's his position. He's a cam. He was a cam before he came to United, and he's just been forced to play this role. So maybe after getting coached, maybe he can play in that position, because he just runs around so much. I don't know where he gets the energy from to do that the whole 90 minutes, but I do just runs constantly.
I'm surprised. Like, sorry to interrupt you, Kid. One of the things that surprised me was that, I don't think he's ever been injured, and it's like, considering how many injuries we have in this squad and this team right now. And he's basically
how much he exerts himself as well,
and he exerts himself. I'm like, what does this guy eat? Because he barely gets injured, and yet so many of our players, the Pogba's, runners, all are carrying injuries, barely run as much. So
I go to Dobbs and Aubameyang. One thing is that I don't think anybody now, because sort of me and Nick sort of discussed this when he came down to the studio, but I don't think there's any United fan now who can say that getting Cristiano was a bad idea, because he doesn't. No. This guy has exceeded what I thought he was even going to do. Like, hence why, which is what I said to Nick, is that when a guy is giving you these amounts of goals and delivered like this, you simply have to just say, what are your weaknesses? Okay, we're now going to reshape our team so that your weaknesses are not exposed. Like, it's the same thing, because I call it the Marcelo complex. Zidane knew that Marcelo is not very good defensively. He brings so much attacking wise. So it's like, yo, Casemiro, watch that space. And Varane, Ramos, watch that left-hand space, because make sure that he doesn't get exposed, because what it gives us attacking is so great. Okay, who cares whether he can't press or he can't do this stuff without the ball? That doesn't matter. Get someone to now do his job, because what he gives you at the other end could win you games and eventually win you trophies. So I don't think there can be anybody now who says, we shouldn't have gotten Cristiano. Nah, you can't. Let me hit some of these jobs and then we'll talk about another dude, man. Your boy 7625E says, what does he say? He says, Sue puts in work, but Mag yanked Tomiyasu's soul. Penalty. As I just said to Thingy, on another day, that's a penalty. On another day, that's a pen. So my thing though is that if this is also not consistent, because if you're VAR and you see that, you're like, bro, that's a pen. Like, he literally yanked his hand back. But again, maybe English tax, so forth.
No, I don't think it's. I think it was the incident from before. It was somewhat after that De Gea incident thing, and this is the problem when you make that type of decisions. Is because you're like, oh, that was a bit. I can sense, so I'm less likely to give that decision to the opposition team because I'm having that decision affecting the other one. If that makes any sense. So
no. Look, man, I just think it's just one of those things, man. But there's actually another thing that I actually want to bring up with you guys, but I'm going to save this afterwards. It was actually pretty fun. I'm going to save it afterwards. So Hamza Talks Football says Ronaldo's Sioux celebration can make a 2 or 3 out of 10 goals seem like an 8, 9, or 10 out of 10. Do you know it's funny you say this? I've never seen a player celebrate a penalty or a tap-in like Cristiano.
Winning goal, by the way.
No. Bro, the way he celebrates penalty, it's basically, do you know what he reminds me of? Do you know who the worst was? Inzaghi. Inzaghi would score from 1 yard out. And like, the guy would literally cry, go crazy on his knees, like, bro, Inzaghi, I know you scored, but you just scored from 1 yard out. Because Inzaghi was the tapping master. And he was the best of over-celebrating the simplest of goals. But look, it's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. Zoa, thank you for the dub, says, Tavares looks like a schoolboy player. That every time he had the ball, I'm like, I've never seen a guy look so uncomfortable on the ball like this.
You know,
it's
when
he takes like 300 movements just to do one little thing. He looked so awkward on the ball.
Who did he make that back pass against?
What is it?
Who did this guy Tavares? Who did he make the back pass against? Remember that back pass he made like in
it was Liverpool. I think it was
on that post hanger. I said this guy is a roadman. He's literally a roadman.
Yeah. No. The guy's from the road. He's from the road. David T, man, thank you for the door. David T says some 36-year-old goal scorers cost £35 million and are lethal.
Oh no!
Although 28-year-old goal scorers that cost £100 million are lounging at home eating McDonald's, feigning injury. Now, David C, let me be clear here. Wow. Because this I take this as a very personal thing. David, last I checked, the season doesn't end in December. The season ends in May. Come May 2022, let's see where the chips lie. Then we can talk. You can't start making grand statements this earlier on in the game, man, please. Your boy Nas A says, YSK, it's 12 goals in 16 for the cash baller. #factos.
Oh my god! Wow.
Look, man.
Nah, he's still not getting 15 goals max. He can't get 15 goals max.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
How much you want? What? He'll get 30. He'll get 40.
It was 15 goals.
Well, what? No.
All right,
how many is Lukaku on in all competitions?
Let's address this dude, man.
Obama what?
No, really. It really is Obama what? As an
Obama who? Obama what?
Obama what?
Obama blood.
Okay. Do you guys think that? This is where things could get slightly racial and so forth, because it's like people are saying that ever since he signed his big contract, he's now declined. But it's kind of racial because last I checked, Ozil is white. So there you go.
Oh, wait, so it's interrupt you, HH. Have you missed Martin's super chat? He's saying Martin Rosario. You missed a super chat.
Wait, Martin Rosario is here. Okay, I'll get to his man.
Let's check back.
So it's okay. So look, Red Devil, talk to me, man. What has happened to Aubameyang? Because that was a horrendous freaking miss, bro.
I mean, to be honest, Aubameyang has not. You had already inducted him, so he's not like. So since you put him in Class C, and I remember the conversation when we inducted him in Class C, like he hasn't improved. So it's not like what's happened, like nothing. It's more like not what's happened. It's like nothing has changed. He's still a Class B. It's just that what I don't understand. That's because my brother's an Arsenal fan. We're having a conversation about this, and I was like, I don't really understand why he benches Lacazette. Because actually, Lacazette, when he's played, has actually been better than Aubameyang. So I don't get. Even in this game, you're thinking, okay, he's his captain. So I guess it's maybe a similar situation to Maguire, where he's your captain, so you can't bench when he wants to play, and he pulls rank. So maybe he's forced to play, which puts Lacazette in a difficult situation. But to be honest, on form, Lacazette is a better player. And I think, to be honest, had Arsenal played Saka or Lacazette from the beginning, they probably would have won this game. So, but Aubameyang and Saka...
That's where I may have to, because I bought it okay, because it's with I don't know. To me, I've got to be real with me. Whatever lineup Arsenal would have had, I still think United win this game. I still think they do, but I think Arsenal would have made it a lot more interesting with a different lineup because they were playing with 10 men. Aubameyang was trash. He was literally inconsequential. And when it came, bro, like, Red Devil, how do you miss from point blank? Like, how? I mean, like,
to be fair, he was offside. I look back at that one, like, he was offside, so
he wasn't.
He should have still scored it.
No, he wasn't offside. He was onside. He was clearly onside.
No, for the one that he missed with the hair. Yeah, no, he was.
The one where it was point blank. He was onside.
I thought he was offside.
Was that the one where the hair caught the ball?
Yeah, the hair caught the ball. Basically, like he was.
He was off.
Away.
He was off.
He was. You saw if you go.
They showed the replay and he was clearly onside. Which is
but if you
so bad because it was clearly onside.
But if you see the linesman, raise his flag afterwards.
Oh, God, the same was off.
So the linesman raises his flag afterwards. So,
it was still a brick finish. It was still a brick finish.
It was a brick finish, and very much in it. But yeah,
but this way, it was still a brick finish, and he still had a trash performance in the game. So.
Yeah, like I said, he's been like this for a while. Nothing has changed, So for me, he should be dropped. But it's like it's the same situation with Maguire. He's the captain. He's got influence, so he's going to play in poor rank. When you have a weak manager, because Arteta, whatever you say, that's why he's ringing for Arsenal to come back, because he knows he doesn't have that authority. So he has to play Aubameyang, just like Carrick has to play a thingy.
Wiseky, talks to me, man. What has happened to Obama blood clot Yang?
No, see, I didn't realize that he was already inducted. So you might have to go back to Siberia and reevaluate what's going on down in the Brick Academy, bro. Because I thought the whole point of the thing was to improve players. That
bro, I mean it is, man, but I mean sometimes guys just have to chill out there. I think guys have just made like a house and everything there, man. So
yeah, so where is he right now? Class B.
He's in he's in Class B. So he moved up to Class B.
Wow. Wait, is that who's the other Arsenal guy in there with him? There's two of them.
Oh, Tavares.
Is that
Tavares is under review.
Yeah.
Saul is a scholar.
It doesn't did you update Zad? Did you update Zad?
So wait.
Yeah, no. Okay. I guess no.
No. Like the connection is with a bit bad.
Yeah, I know. I must be in trouble again.
Zad, man.
What? Like I can't. Wait, sorry. I think.
It's the trouble. It's the trouble. It's the trouble.
No, it's called Sky Tax, man. Sky Internet Tax, man. Sky Internet Tax.
I thought Zard was in Class A at this point.
Huh?
It's strange. I thought he was like Zard A, but so go on, YSK, man.
No. It's a deserved move up the rankings for Obama blood clot Yang, because this see. I don't know why don't give Lacazette just a chance? Like, you don't have to constantly play this guy. I know it's literally what we're like Red Devil said. It's literally the United thing, except it's not racial. So you can't say that. But because he's the captain, I feel like there's a obligation to start him every single game. But the dude's it's all well and good getting goals against the lower half of the teams in the league, but even United, bro, this guy couldn't score against Larry Maguire in defense.
Yeah.
Everyone scores when Larry Maguire is in defense, and there's no excuses. Again, that whole chance was offside, but it was still a brick finish. It was from point blank range, and he somehow De Gea somehow ended up catching it. So there's no excuses, and to be honest, you can't even say they don't create chances for him, because they do create chances for him. Smith Rowe created chances for him in this game. He bricked it up. There was a chance where Martinelli played him on a counter, and instead of playing it back, his decision making has been awful. Instead of playing it back to Martinelli, which could have been a good chance, dude took a scrappy shot at goal. At least, see, when you're just shooting on sight, at least you can, with Cristiano, you almost guarantee some kind of result at some point. This guy just shoots on sight and it's useless. So you're gonna have to check up on the Rick Academy, bro, because I feel like people in there are slacking, and Arsenal, as much.
Also, by the way, you guys were looking for Hazard. Here it's Hazard. Are you happy now? Happy?
Where is he? Where is he?
Where is he though? Is this
class
Class C?
He's
Class
inducted.
C.
Class
Wow.
C.
He's inducted.
He needs to be upgraded. Why is
Yeah.
Kepa still in Class C? Kepa has two trophies. Like Kepa should be
Because of
out.
penalty
Come on,
tax.
shouldn't be. Yeah, penalty
Yeah,
tax, man. He won you 2 trophies, man. Like, give him that. Like,
Actually, you know what? I'm thinking of bumping these guys up.
Yeah, Madrid. So
no. Absolute clowns, man. Absolute clowns.
you know who should go to review at least, and he plays for Arsenal. Thomas Partey, man. Partey, who's supposedly like no one's talking about Partey. Like Partey was supposed to be this. It's Partey time G who's going to suddenly like absolutely revamp Arsenal's midfield. He gets literally sat on his bum by 36-year-old Ronaldo.
Why is J5 under review, HH?
Did you see what he did against you guys?
It's the lights.
It was the lights. It was the lights. HH, relax. No, it was dud. It was the floodlights. Relax.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
It was trying to accomplish dud. So
it was a last, and the grass was too green.
Floodlight tax. So your boy KB says, where would you rank young, skillful Sue on the eye test? Oh, I'd give him.
Oh, he already answered this. He already answered this multiple times. He gave him like an 87.
He'd get like a. He'd get like 82, 83 on the eye test.
Wow.
Young thing, 82, 83. Because it was a bit rough on the but no, 82, 83, which is good. So
rough.
Get like
Wait, sorry, did you say rough on the edges?
Was it? Lalre Marat says Maguire should donate his.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Relax. Easy.
Wow.
Easy.
Wow.
No,
there's a lot of meanings. There's a lot of meanings behind that.
Easy.
No, you may say that's what you call a triple entendre. Triple entendre, man. Latin Lazara says, go see what Mona said about Lewandowski getting robbed of his Ballon d'Or. Put your entire life savings on the ban spread on the ban to spread against Barca. Fire. Thank me later. Oh no, I've seen it, and I may even see that I can even bring it up, man.
By the way, shout to
Abdul needs to war. I think Abdul, you might need to get some payment.
Shout out to Watan Rosario. We ate good today, thanks to your boy Sue. So we ate good, man. We ate good.
So all right. Now let's. So I think this is now what your boy Mula said, man. I told you, man. Guys have to be very wary. Guys have to be super.
Did Muller tweet we're ready for Barca before the 8-2? I think he did, because usually when Muller tweets something, it doesn't go well for the opposition.
So look at this. So he says, what happened at the Ballon d'Or is unfortunate. It's very similar to what happened with Ribery in 2013. Now see, Ribery, that was a real robbery. That was a real robbery. That's why it's called Ribery. This motivates me to bring the Champions League back to Munich and show the world what the German football offers. The perfect opportunity is against Barca next week. No, but have you seen another one? Basically, there's another meme that where basically, like, what's it called? Like a Barca, I think the Barca admin sends an Instagram message to Lewandowski saying that Messi no longer plays for our club. I repeat, Messi no longer plays for our club. Messi no longer plays for our club. So guys, I want to share another image with you all, man, which is actually sort of to do with today's game.
Wait, is Fatty out versus Bayern?
I think so. I think I think he's still injured.
Yeah, that's probably the best. That's probably for the best. It's probably for the best,
man.
Look, man, Wednesday's gonna be tough. So, guys, do you know why I bring up this image? Anyone?
Yeah, what I missed this actually because someone was talking about racism or something, but I actually didn't.
Do you know? Missed it. You know, obviously, Red Devil doesn't know. Wesker, do you know about this image?
No, I didn't watch the start of Amazon, so I wouldn't know.
So, shout out to my shout out to my Chris Pine amigo there. Shout out to Chris Pine to the far left over here. So basically, Chris Pine, obviously a Prime Video TV caster, and they were talking about how good the hair has been. And Chris Pine started saying, "Oh no, the hair he's been really good this season, and the only person that's come close to him is Benjamin Mendy." And after he says that, this is literally Evra's face. Evra basically just turns to, because I think there's a few seconds and Evra's like, "Wait a minute, Benjamin Mendy." Then Evra then turned to but Henri said, "Was like, je ne comprends pas.
No.
Quoi? So
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't even call that racism. That's just funny. That's just funny. Obviously, it's just like
it's irredeemable. It's hilarious, but it's also racist. Do you know why it's also racist?
Yeah,
it's the kind of racism of where. Do you know Edouard Mendy is literally I would say for me, Courtois is the best keeper in the world. Second best, I think, is Edouard Mendy. So this is a guy that many people have argued is one of the best keepers in the world. Ben Mendy hasn't graced the pitch for over a year. All we know about Ben Mendy is he's fighting a case in battle. So you so view black people such as a freaking monolith as cattle that you mistake one of the best keepers in the world for a guy who has not even sniffed the pitch for about a year and who only relevance in the past year has been he's fighting a rape case and so forth and prison time. I mean,
to be fair to him, there is an abundance of Mendy's in football. Like I sometimes get confused as well. Like which is why I don't.
Come on. How do you get confused with the second best keeper in the world? And
What I would say is that like the because I don't necessarily expect every pond to know every first name of a player sometimes. But what you could literally have just said to correct it is just Mendy goalkeeper who plays for Chelsea. If you don't know the first name, just say the Chelsea goalkeeper, the Mendy, the Chelsea goal, or something like that. No one's going to be like, everyone knows what you mean if you say Mendy, the Chelsea goalkeeper. When you say, if you say Benjamin Mendy, you kind of set yourself up, man.
Okay, no, put it this way. If he had said like Fela Mendy, that's still bad, but it's like, okay, then you could say the whole Mendy thing. The reason why Benjamin Mendy is bad is that this guy has not sniffed the pitch in the battle for a year.
He's currently listening to
you're getting the second best keeper mixed with a guy facing, like basically he's Alcatraz. So
Alcatraz, man.
But which is why I don't actually say Mendy anymore. I just say their first names. So I
just say
Edouard.
Shout out to your boy. Alfred says that La Caca. Have you seen on TikTok? #LM7. La Caca. Wait, is that? Are you trying to insult Lukaku or something by calling him La Caca?
Oh wow, it's Lukaku on TikTok now. Is that what he's been doing?
Oh no. I doubt he'll be on TikTok. I freeze. I mean, what are you on about, bro? Please send me. But shout out to your dog, man. So guys, look, Ralph is in. Expectations. The Carrick era is officially over, and the Rag era is about to begin. So, I mean, what expectations do you have? I mean, expectations. I mean, is it like? No, you have to at least achieve this, or if you achieve this, this will be a bonus, but you have to at least achieve this.
There's no. I mean, the problem here is I feel like so many people are gonna look at the Tuk's performance in his first stint. They're gonna look at that and see that as the standard. Now, the issue is we don't have our team is not there yet to do what I feel like Ralph wants to do, especially with bricks like Larry Maguire and what was it? We just don't have a competent enough defense, and with also dudes like McFred in midfield. Shout out to Fred, he's doing his thing right now, but he's not good enough. He's not good enough. Like, he'll do a job for Ralph. Again, like I said, if he's coached correctly, maybe he'll do a job. But again, they're not good enough. But for expectations for this season, I think top four is realistic. I think top four he can secure, providing there's no injuries up front, because that's the most important part in the team. And also a decent run in the CL, maybe if we get an advantage just side of the draw. I don't think we can. There's not many big teams finishing second, as far as I'm aware. I think PSG might be a problem.
PSG and Juve, isn't it?
You might see Atletico.
Yeah, so if we can get a favorable draw, who knows?
Or maybe Juve.
Yeah, Juve.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Juve is a weird one. I think. I mean, I'm not going to say anything, because I learned my lesson with European football the hard way.
Barcelona, even Barcelona could be a problem.
No, that will be interesting. That will be interesting.
No.
I swear, if Ronaldo scores a hat trick at Camp Nou, if that happens,
a narrative would be if it's United PSG. Especially
no, it's too early.
It's too early.
It's too early. It's too early. They wouldn't do that.
No. Obviously, if it's United PSG and United knockouts PSG, you know that.
Oh,
no, do you know that Cristiano fans will literally raid Messi? Basically, Messi will have to have like Cristiano fanboys would raid Messi's house, and they'd steal all his Ballon d'Ors and deliver them to Cristiano, and Cristiano would accept them.
Yeah, man. He'll shake his hand, factos, sue. He's taking it into his museum. He's taking it into his museum. But no, I think the realistic thing is, to be honest, this is just a filling out process for Ralph. I feel like this tours from now to the end of the season. That's if he wants to take on the job full time afterwards. I think he's more focused on the footballing director side of things, which is what I'm more excited about, to be honest, than his managerial stuff. Because we haven't had that, and our club has been shambles from top to bottom, because we didn't have that middleman who knows what he's doing in terms of footballing point of view. So it's just a filling out process, bro. Honestly, whatever he does, it will be very concerning if he doesn't get top four. Obviously, Champions League, I have no real expectations, to be honest. He can. There's no real expectations there. What else is it? FA Cup, right? Maybe a good run in the FA Cup. Semis, final, it's possible we can do it, but again, it comes down to this whole season, the calamity of a season. Yes, Oli tax and everything, but whatever. There's been so many individual errors from our side. We've almost gifted some games. That Man City game,
Indeed.
They didn't City dominated us. Of course, they dominated the play. Fair enough, that's cool. The goals that they scored were our own faults. Like we gifted those goals to them.
Yeah.
It's all well and good you keeping possession, but they weren't ripping us apart like that. We But anyway, that's hypotheticals. But what I'm saying is, so many. Just look at the Chelsea game. Like we could have got a win out of that game had it not been for that irrational mistake from Lauren Lambert.
Everton as well.
Yeah, Everton is another one. So that's what I mean. Like the team needs to, the individuals in the team need to fix up and really get their head straight. Which I think Ralph will, insert that in them, hopefully. Although I feel like Laguaya is a lost cause, so ditch that guy as soon as possible.
So I read. What about you? Hopes for Ralphie?
Yeah, no, I think one of the things that I would say that it's been a bit weird about this season is that maybe it's certainly this season is that there just doesn't seem to feel like there's a sort of team chemistry. Really, I'm not saying that there was stuff under it, but even in early seasons of Ollie, there was a bit more of it, but now it looks like it's just completely gone out of the window. And as YSK said, like a lot of our goals against Leicester, against Everton, against Villa, so many are because of individual errors. Not necessarily that, not that we've been playing great, but if it wasn't due to individual mistakes, we may have got a win or a point, etc. And maybe Ollie might even still be in a job. Liverpool, we were just bad. I'll take the L. Yeah, as far as Van goes, like that's why Chris really said, to be honest, the most important thing really for me is going forward, what he's going to be doing behind the scenes. The players, like his involvement in the obviously the youth academy, because the last time the youth academies were structured was actually under Van Gaal. No one did any restructuring of the youth academy since then. So him coming in, installing that type of play, that type of style, because obviously at Leipzig, it was top to bottom, not just the senior team, it was the youngsters as well, coaching under that particular philosophy. So it'd be interesting to see how he does that, whether he stays on or not, or how actively he's involved in actually getting a new manager. But in the next 6 months is a question of, for me, United aren't going to win the title this season. I hope that City or even Chelsea win it. We don't want Liverpool to equal. So you guys got to win the title. So United can focus on domestic competition, maybe the FA Cup, get a good CR run, and then secure top 4. Because I don't think Arsenal are going to get top 4. They're just gassing as they always do. This happens every season. No,
but see, that's where I wanted to go before we
okay. Yeah, fine.
Like Arsenal, I mean, is this where Arsenal now finally get? Because is this where Arsenal are now finally gets back down to it? Where because look, Arsenal they do look a lot better. Like
they're going to lose. They're going to lose two of the holding. They're going to lose 2 of their holding midfielders in Partey and El Neni for the AFCON.
Oh yeah,
and Jack is injured. So who's going to play there?
But my thing is that even beyond that is, do people really believe Arteta is the guy?
And Aubameyang as well.
He's a good coach. He's a talented coach. But my thing is that I never understood the notion of, because a dude put out cones and drew diagrams for Pep Guardiola, he's there for the real. Because it's so funny because listen, Pep is a very evil man. That people were like, Pep would beat the living crap out of Arsenal and say, Arteta is such an amazing manager.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, go look at Lampard's recent interview with Guy Neville, like the overlap program, where Lampard said that, Pep sends me a text message saying that my tactics are really good. Bro, of course he said that after he probably embarrassed you and made you look like a mama pet. But Lampard, I don't want to be rude because he's white and I'm black.
Hold on. He
can't really be rude
to
these white guys. But I'm saying that how he's been condescending. He knows you're trash, but he's actually been condescending by saying you're really good.
Wait, hold on. He actually texted it. Is that a real thing? Like actually texted?
I swear to you, because I think on Instagram they basically post like clips and so forth, and I think Lampard said, I don't know whether to say, but what I read on Instagram from the interview, they said Pep texted him or sent him a message saying that he was really impressed with his coaching and his tactics and his so forth. I'm like, Lampard, bro, you really think that's a compliment?
Oh my god,
he's being condescending. He knows you're trash. That's why he beat the crap out of you, and he compliments guys like he knows are trash, but he hates guys. Has Pep ever complimented Klopp? Ever? Has he ever complimented Klopp? I know the amount of times that Klopp beats him. So connect the dots. He compliments Arteta. He beats crap out of Arsenal. Compliments Lampard. That Chelsea City game was one of the most embarrassing things of my whole life. Has he ever complimented the club? No, of course he freaking has it, because he knows that, no, this guy's actually good. So, look, guys, what is the ceiling for Arsenal? When do these guys either get back in Europe or get back in the top 4? Because I don't know when these guys can get into this top 4, man.
They'll get in the Europa League. I think they've got enough to get into the Europa League, but I don't think they'll break the top 4.
Why is it like? How long till this guy say what's up to top 4?
Yeah, I think. Unless there's a complete calamity at the club, because Tottenham is Tottenham. So with them in that top 7, 8 teams, there's always a chance for them to secure that Europa League spot. So I think they'll do. I'll be very shocked if they don't get European football again. I guess the anomaly here is West Ham, so that's what makes it kind of weird for them, I guess. But yeah, I think they'll secure. No, I don't know. Champions League football, maybe again, because West Ham's there, maybe. And we don't know how
Chelsea obviously going to beat West Ham at the weekend. That's a certainty.
That's done.
Lukaku will get his brace. It is what it is.
Yeah,
Lukaku will get the brace.
There's certain things that just inevitable.
The way Chelsea are moving
exactly.
right now, man, bro,
Chelsea will,
Yeah,
I can't see anything less than Chelsea win that. But sorry, go on.
Listen, man. Shout out to the league leaders. We all said they're favorites, and so they're doing their thing, man. But see, West Ham is the tricky one here because they could easily just fall off. Like,
actually, it's not so bad, man.
So,
not so bad. What's it called? 2, 3, 3 points. Was that? Yeah, 3 points. Smallwood.
You just count from 1.
What? What?
No, move on.
Wait, what? I can't hear. What did he say?
No, I might be speaking treble again. This Carrick.
No, you see, when you look at this right now, see, for Chelsea, man, it doesn't look good, man. Like, look, that's too close. That's way too close.
I mean, you're top of the league. You can't get any.
Yeah, now see, Chelsea should have beaten Messi. That should be 39 points. 2 wins.
Right. Okay.
Was actually look.
You know what the really interesting stat is.
Look, let's more relax. Actually, wait.
It's the six goals. It's the 6 goal conceded. That's a very interesting stat. I find that stat very impressive.
But look, City is his 8th.
Yeah, but okay, but with that kind of form, but look at the goal. You scored more than them as well. So
look at United, 24 goals for 24 again.
Wow, that is crazy.
Basically, I mean, come on, honestly, like, what are we doing?
United are basically Thanos, man. United are basically Thanos.
If that doesn't tell you enough about our defense, then I don't know what does. 24. Oh no.
No. But basically, like, United have no business finishing outside of top 4. Like, because my thing is that West Ham and Arsenal, they can't basically. Oh, how did Tottenham get 6th? And they've
got a game in hand as well. Yeah, it's Tottenham have been Conte's sort of. They've had a decent run of
wait, so they'll
playing
go
lower teams.
4th? They'll go 4th with a win, right? Who are they playing?
Yeah, they'll go 4th. Norwich next. So do you expect that to be a win there? And then they have Brighton.
Yeah.
And then they have Brighton.
Wow. Okay. Well,
you don't know. And then Leicester and Spurs. So they've had a nice kind of bottom table kind of run. So after Norwich, they've got a few difficult games. Chelsea,
my thing is I just feel that for me, I still believe because West Ham and Arsenal are going to drop off. I don't put much faith in Tottenham.
The big thing is
United really like because I think United were much further away. Like if they had lost this game,
we would be way.
Then it would have been very, very tricky. But right now, see, the title is gone. Like forget, like that's that's long gone.
The big is going to be AFCON.
I don't know whether Chelsea can do it, man. It's too
exactly. Yeah. Go on.
I was going to say AFCON is going to be the big thing because, like, from when they start recalling players,
it's only 2 league games and 1 cup game.
They said they're going to start calling players from like the 27th of December because they obviously need to get them into camp and stuff like that and train as well. So they can start and then quarantine all these things. So it's like they can't just get them to come one a day before something like that. So we expect that most of the players will be out in the first week. So obviously Chelsea, Mendy's obviously going to go. Liverpool for me is the biggest one because they're going to lose Salah, Mane, Matip, who's playing as well.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't think Matip is because I think he retired from Cameroon.
Oh, did he retire? Okay, so but still, Salah and Mane is the biggest miss. Yeah. Everyone knows that because Salah's carrying them. City, really, it's only Mahrez. United, it will be Eric Bailly. Oh God. So and then Arsenal, will lose Aubameyang, Partey, and El Neni, I think, as well.
Actually, Chelsea don't really lose anyone. Actually, I don't think
it's just Mendy that's going, bro.
No.
Mendy is
Edward.
It's not Benjamin, bro. It's not Benjamin.
No. From January to March. Yes. Edward is
Benjamin that's going.
So when he goes to the AFCON, is it Kepa that's going to take his place?
When he goes to what?
When Edward goes off to the AFCON.
Isn't that when Chelsea play Liverpool and City in January when Edward is gone?
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean he's not going anywhere?
Guys, he's not going anywhere. If I have anything to do with it, he's not going anywhere.
Well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna stop him at the airport? Like
yes. Mega says Ahmed should be playing ahead of Rashbeck.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that because Rashford
is that the Diallo guy?
Yeah. Certainly on the.
Do you know what I think the Rashford thing is now? Maybe now tell me if I'm crazy or not. Maybe I'm crazy. Is it child hunger attacks that he plays, or is that too much? Is that too much of a conspiracy?
What? So you think it's a PR stunt?
Yeah. So because has such a high profile and everything, people just have an extra urge to play because he shouldn't be given these minutes. Like he's clearly not like
to be fair to him, he had a decent couple of games when he came back. But now he's just dropped off.
Maybe one or two was. I don't think he had even that many. Maybe
just a couple of games. Just a couple of games when he just scored off the back of those 2 games that he started in. But yeah, I mean, other than that, he has to be dropped. Like someone has to come in and take his place. And Ahmed is a good choice. I think he can do a good job there.
No, but guys, look, I'll be
actually no, because Sancho has to play on the right?
Yeah,
because
that's one thing I didn't understand today. Like Sancho's playing on the left and Rashford was on the right, and I don't know whether Carrick did that as a kind of like let's confuse the opposition, but it didn't really work. So Sancho needs to be on the right, and then Ahmed should be the substitute right winger to come on for him. And then on the left, it should be Rashford and Martial competing for that spot. And then have Cavani, Ronaldo.
I feel that. I mean, I suppose you can call it unprofessional or so forth, because I can just read body language. Every time they bring on Lingard, you can tell the guy's not interested. You can just tell the guys like, okay, look, yeah, let me just come in, do whatever, blah blah. And I think even one time he had the ball I think he had the ball on the wing. He could have easily just held the ball up and push it back, but he just kept on going and just puts him like across to nowhere. I think for Lingard is like, bro, let me just see out this season and I'm out. I'm jetting, you know. But my thing is that if you know that a guy is clearly not going to give you something, then bro, look to other guys who you know can give. Because for Lingard is like, bro, either you're going to really play me, or if you're just going to give me 10, because it's weird because you should always give 100%. And I think he sort of does, but you can tell that he's not mentally there fully because he's like, bro, based on how you.
Well, that's why. So I was going to say that's why the new manager thing is interesting, because as far as the way I see it with Rangnick coming in, it's a new slate for everybody. It's a new slate. So there's no forget about what Ollie, previous stuff, etc. This new manager comes in, he's gonna take at least a good few weeks to assess the squad he has and then make his accordingly. So it could be that Jesse Lingard gets a new lease of life under Rangnick. We don't know. So as far as I'm concerned, like there is no favourites or things, stuff like that. Maybe Maguire because he's club captain and there might be pressure for him to play like was Ronaldo. They might have to play those players because of club hierarchy pressure. But everybody else, it's a fresh start. He could pick anybody. You know, we just got to see what he plays.
Was it speaking of Cristiano? Actually, it's funny because Ralph was in attendance today, and I've never seen Cristiano press so much in a game. At the end of the game, before he got subbed off, he could barely breathe. Like he was struggling to breathe.
Do you know what was hilarious? It was when it was still 3-2, and then like after had a corner kick, then Fred hit it over to I think it was Sancho, and it was like 3-on-2. I have never seen Cristiano run so hard in my life, because you know that this was his.
He wanted that hat trick.
He wanted that hat trick.
He was literally running.
Like, do you know when like guys run and then they basically put their head up because they're just trying to just gain like extra energy? This guy's like, I've never seen a guy literally use every single amount of energy because you know that, bro. Because I'm like, my gosh, after I just liked that Instagram pic, if I could just drop a 3-piece for that bald Nigerian psychopath known as Triple H Hotman, this would just be the perfect response to that dumbass hater. But no, it was hilarious.
Bruno should have squared that to him, man. Come on, what was he doing? Should have been a hat trick there.
I mean, you don't. Yeah, I felt Bruno was going to dummy it.
It was a bad pass from Sancho, to be fair.
But if Bruno had dummied it, that could have bamboozled the Arsenal defender if he just dummied it and then, because he should have known, just dummy it, leave it like that Belgium counter-attack goal in the World Cup. which was done by Lukaku, by the way. So your boy Selection says, how's Salah carrying Liverpool? I swear all their forwards are top of the scoring list. Jota, I think, is top. I have a funny feeling Liverpool will be fine. I don't know how many goals Mane has scored. Yeah, Jota has been scoring. Bro, Salah literally is scoring in almost every single game. So, now, I wouldn't say he's carrying them, but bro, Salah is literally scored in every single game. Hence why, when they're missing for those 2 games, those are 2 very crucial games that Chelsea have to take advantage of. And also City as well. But no, bro, Salah has been... It's just unfortunate for Salah because I believe the Ballon d'Or is going to be moved till after the World Cup. Because if there was no World Cup, put it this way. If, let's say, just for example, Panama, or if let's say Switzerland win the World Cup, similar to the Euros. Let's say Sweden win the World Cup. So there's not really an outstanding individual player. Salah has a very good chance of winning the Ballon d'Or. Because if, let's say, Liverpool win the title and they do well in the Champions League, or they win the Champions League, do well in the Premier League, and Salah goes crazy in the Premier League and the Champions League, Salah could win that Ballon d'Or, And the only African to win the Ballon d'Or is still my dark-skinned brother George Weah, man. So Hassan, there you go, man. So your boy Jason Todd says Muller tweeted ready for Barca before the 3-0. Look, Muller is a masochist, man. Okay. And all I'm saying is that, look, as I said, guys, I cannot wait. I cannot wait till freaking Wednesday, man. And Mega says, it's an actual disgrace that Maguire starts over Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I think it is?
Of course it is.
It's like, basically, it's Queen Lizzie tax. The moments they make him captain, they're like,
I have another conspiracy. I think that the Greek police actually have a warrant on him. And basically, like, as soon as he's dropped, like, he has to go to Greece. It's just disappeared. It's just disappeared.
Wait. So you're saying that there's a deal made that as long as you're captain, we can't prosecute you. The moment you're removed from captain, Interpol can extradite you to...
Hold on. HH, forget it, man. Forget it.
Hercules and Zeus are waiting for him. The moment he uses the captain's arm.
Hold on, HH, forget about Maguire.
You literally just vanished, man.
Yeah, bro, you need to stop tampering with Juju, man. You just vanished.
Yeah, you literally just vanished for like 30 seconds in the group.
Actually, with Red Devil, I think you'll actually like this because you do streaming. Because you still stream it, yeah?
Yeah,
do you know what they've done?
What have they done?
Virtual background.
Oh,
so
okay.
You no longer use... I'm not using a green screen.
Oh, it's not a green screen.
Oh, wow.
Do you know, like, on TikTok and so forth, how you can just play a background anyway? That's what they now have.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. That'll be good for the channels, actually.
Because I follow StreamYard on YouTube and everything, so they always post updates. So they did it like this morning. So yes, basically, you can be anywhere you want, and then you could just put any background. So they now have the virtual background thing if you don't have a green screen. So yeah.
No, that's cool.
Sweet. That is good. That's going to be good for
very helpful.
Yeah, bro, that's going to be great. I got some new graphics for the channel as well, actually, which look pretty good. So yeah, no, thanks for that. Actually,
so obviously you have to be careful. So if you move too much, then you'll
nah, bro, it was a slow fade into the background, bro.
Exactly.
I don't know. It looks wild.
Snapchat, man.
Actually, Wise, have you seen Arcane? That's Arcane show on Netflix.
No, I haven't.
Bro, what? Because Wild Red Devil, we have to do a bit on that, bro.
Yeah,
we have to do a bit on that.
DM you this weekend, man. That was just crazy.
So guys, look, man, let me get it there. So guys, we'll be back here. So Red Devil, will you be here tomorrow?
Yeah. Friday. Friday.
Tomorrow we'll do like a look ahead tomorrow to all the games happening and just general news round and everything. So guys, look, man, Cristiano, Ronaldo, my GOAT, the legend, and so forth. And as for Aubameyang, rest easy in freaking Class B. And as for Robbie and my AFTV friends, please be humble. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Ogazat.